there, my name is James Fortenberry. It's for public speaking. And first of all, I want to thank my audience. And today we're talking about Buddha, who is the figurehead of the Buddhist, or the culture of Buddhism. Alright? And Buddha actually means awakened or enlightened one. So there are several Buddhas, but the supreme Buddha is named Siddhartha Gautama. Alright? And the time of his birth is actually fairly uncertain. A lot of people have speculated different times. The main one that seems to come through the most is 563. He lived from 563 to 483 BCE. Alright, and according to Wikipedia, Gautama is said to have developed a lot of supernatural abilities almost throughout his life. One of the things that is said that happened was his mother had a painless birth without intercourse. He actually had no need for sleep, food, or medicine, but did these things anyways just to kind of be a part of society. And omniscience, things like that. He was born a prince. His father was King Suddhodana, and Gautama was actually the family name. And according to BuddhaNet, Gautama wasn't familiar with any dominant religious teachings until he actually left for his religious quest. And that was motivated by his concern for the general human condition. Now at 29, he actually finally started leaving the palace to see some of his followers, or subjects. His father had sheltered him up until that time, not wanting him to be kind of influenced by any sort of religion that was out there and just kind of create his own sort of ideas on things. But as he went out there on these trips, he came across in a few trips a diseased man, a decaying corpse, and an ascetic. Alright? Now, he had this big problem with dying and disease and all these things that were bad for the actual physical body. So he originally went out to become an ascetic, alright, which was somebody who in more religious ways will hone your body. It's kind of like that body's the temple sort of way of being. It's to make, mind, body, and soul all be enlightened, all be great. Now, he originally left the palace to go to a place called Rajagaha and start his training there. Eventually, he left there and trained under two hermits. Both of them asked him to be their successor. He wasn't really fulfilled by either one, so he declined. Finally, he was famously seated under what is called a Bodhi tree. And that's when he vowed not to rise again until he had attained enlightenment. And after 49 days of fasting, at the age of 35, so from the time he left, started going out, it had only been 6 years. At the age of 35, he finally gained his enlightenment. And that's the Supreme Buddha that we know. Thank you all very much.